Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're talking about the 2019 NFL Draft Class, specifically Will Grier, quarterback out of West Virginia, in terms of his production analytics. So in this video, we're going to go over his high school production and FBS production data. If you're new to the channel and new to the work that I do, all terms and definitions will be in the description. But the bottom line is we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what he looks like on paper and what his potential is in the future, depending on how the 2018 FBS season goes. So first off, Will Grier, he does have a good start. I will say that much. His high school production score was a 99.70 out of 100, which is fantastic. Pretty much hits all the long-term starting potential thresholds and Pro Bowl potential thresholds. His FBS production score was a 78.81 out of 100, which can improve after this season. So the big thing that Will Grier has going for him is if he comes into this season and just bumps up his data by about 1.2 points, he pretty much gets in the Pro Bowl potential sort of threshold of production for single season data. So again, Will Grier definitely has a great outlook in terms of high quality potential if he goes on to have a much better season this year than he did last year. So that remains to be seen, but that's why this video is being made, is to just profile a guy that has that sort of, I don't want to say breakout potential or sleeper potential, because everybody knows who Will Grier is, but definitely someone that could rise the ranks and become that could become a first round quarterback if he has a big year this year. And then, of course, when you look at his career data, his career FBS score, 78.81 out of 100. Big driving factor for this is that he's only really had one full season last year. He did play at Florida, but he didn't play enough games at Florida before he had the off-the-field stuff, unfortunately. But that 1 year he had at West Virginia was still very substantial. 78.81 definitely hits the All-Pro, the bottom end threshold for All-Pro potential, Pro Bowl potential, and starter potential. But he definitely needs to have a much better year this year to get into Pro Bowl potential, and also maintain his All-Pro career threshold. Because if he goes into this year and has a worse year, lays an egg, so to speak, that he's definitely going to drop a bit when it comes to his career production data. But he's definitely well within the range of average Pro Bowl career and average starter career. He's well above those averages at this moment. So again, this year he needs to go out there and have a better year, and if he does, he can lock in these rates, so to speak, in terms of his potential as a quarterback. But overall, Will Grier is not that bad of a quarterback prospect. There have been some guys online, on Twitter, etc., Ben Albright, for example, and I love and respect Ben Albright completely. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stand on a Will Grier hill and yell my love for Will Grier. I definitely think he's someone that has a lot to prove. He's someone who has sort of a character past, being testing positive for steroids and other sort of things at Florida. But ultimately, he is someone that, from a high school production standpoint and from just a statistical standpoint at the FBS level, is doing enough things to be considered higher up, and higher up than a lot of guys that I've seen Ben Albright kind of tout, like Drew Lock or Clayton Thorson, and a few other sort of guys like that. But bottom line is, again, I respect Ben Albright a ton, but I do think that all I'm saying is to give Will Grier the benefit of the doubt until after the season. So that's all I'm really saying is that he does have some interesting potential. He does need to go out this year and have a fantastic season. If he does that, though, I do think that he needs to earn a little bit more respect when it comes to quarterback rankings and those sort of things. And of course, my name is James Coburn. You can find my other work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at JimMetrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know. Hit that notification button so you're always reminded when another video of mine drops. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.